مرحبا، معكم غيدة مجذوب، واليوم أنا سعيدة جدا رح أشارك معكم تجربة عشتها ببداية مشواري المهني بسنة 98، وكانت فعلا تجربة ولا أروع، خاصة وأنه اكتشفت الدي في دي بالصدفة من فترة قصيرة وحبيت أرجع أتشاركه معكم، وهو لقاء أجريته مع موسيقي رائع، مع فنان عظيم، مع ملك، مع شخص أعطى أكثر من 50 سنة للأوبرا الإيطالية، وهو الفنان التنور العالمي لوتشيانو بافاراتي. لوتشيانو بافاروتي رحنا وقتها إلى إسبانيا، إلى بيلباو، لما كان عنده حفلة هناك والتقينا فيه قبل أنا والصديق الإعلامي الزميل ريكاردو كرم، وعملنا هاللقاء معه، هاللقاء الشيق والرائع جدا. وأنا ولا مرة طلبت أوتوغراف من فنان ولا حتى من بعدها، إنما كانت المرة الوحيدة اللي بحب أطلب فيها أوتوغراف من حدا، لأنه كان فعلا هذا الشيء بشرفني وبعتبره إمضاء كبير بحياتي وبمسيرتي المهنية. هالحفل اللي كان وقتها بإسبانيا كان بيلحقوا من بعدها كم شهر بحفل بلبنان، وكانت هاي أول مرة بيصير له حفل بلبنان وبالعالم العربي ككل. صار بصيف 99، حدث تاريخي، وأيضا ضم أكثر من 50,000 شخص، وكنا فعلا مذهولين بحضور هذا الفنان الرائع. رح أترككم مع هاللقاء المميز، هاللقاء الساحر مع لوتشيانو بافاروتي.
Perhaps no other opera singer in history has achieved what he did. On stage, in recordings, on television, in film, performing a role or living the life of a bon vivant, he has always captivated hundreds of millions of people throughout the world, reaching more listeners than any other opera singer in history. Tonight, we'll be interviewing this phenomenon. From Caruso to Karajan, from Gigli to Maria Callas, to Joan Sutherland, to Montserrat Caballé, we'll be discovering a multitude of anecdotes saved till now for music lovers. Tonight, we'll be entering behind the magic and pitiless scene. We'll be sharing the hard work, the loneliness, the doubt, the joy, and the grief. In other words, everything that has contributed to the success of the most popular tenor of our time, the one who knew how to reveal to the public the wonders of the opera. Luciano Pavarotti, welcome, and thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure for me to be here.
Thank you. For the first time in the Arab world, you'll be performing in Lebanon. This outstanding event is organized and produced by Future TV, Beirut Festival Committee, and Mur TV. That's why I'll be having tonight, along with me, my colleague Ghida Majzoub from Future Television, and together we'll be conducting this interview. Good evening, Ghida.
Good evening, Ricardo. Good evening, Mr. Pavarotti.
Bellissima signorina.
Thank you very
Muy,
much.
muy
It's
bellissima.
extremely nice to meeting you, really.
Grazie, signora.
Luciano Pavarotti, between Sunday night at the Palladium, the most popular show of BBC in 1964, and the first show where you have appeared, and tonight you have been interviewed, I think, hundreds of times. What are the issues or the subjects that haven't been raised and you would like us to dwell them upon tonight with you, or you can count on us, no problem?
I count on you. I really count on you. Because this is a concert of a beautiful aria goes on with song. And the construction of this concert is quite good. And I hope you will like it.
Definitely.
And go on by yourself.
Okay, thank you. Let's attack. We want to go back, first of all, a long time ago, to Modena, to Fernando and Adele Pavarotti, your parents, who boosted you, to your extended family, which was made up mainly of women. In your family, they used to mention the word tenor, but never the word musician or singer. Why?
Because a tenor is a tenor. He's even a musician, but he's a tenor. A musician, generally, with the Italian language, for musician, you mean somebody who is studying music in an instrument. Mm-hmm. And the voice is the human instrument, and of course, the tenor is supposed to be a musician. But the word tenor is more exciting, is wilder, is the guy that everybody goes to hear in the night because they want to boo him if he's making a bad note. He's a very special animal, the tenor. Yeah.
And a very beautiful one.
Yeah, can be, can be.
If we go on from your tenor beginnings, probably in 1961 when you won the Concorso Internazionale, and probably it was your debut at La Bohème.
Exactly 37 years in this day, April 29.
Exactly. It's a special occasion.
It's a special occasion, yes. I was an elementary school teacher, gaining no money, but a big satisfaction teaching to the kid. And in the meantime, I was selling insurance.
Insurance broker.
Yes. I was very happy of my situation. I gained very good money, much more than any other person who was working at my age. And then all suddenly, my family, my mother and I decide that it was better to try to become a tenor. My father is a tenor, still now. My father is 85, and he's still singing like a bird with a fresh voice. At that time, we decide, against his will, because knowing that it was so difficult, he always said, first become professor and then we will see. Then my mother says, no, it's better. He knows enough of life.
We're glad you picked your mother's decision.
Yeah, mother's decision, always, in all the time. So I'm very happy that she decides so. I went to study Modena with my very beautiful teacher, Arrigo Pola, who was a very, very good tenor at that time. And he taught me in 1.5 years, he taught me almost all the secret of the voice, of the tenor voice. And then I studied 4 or 5 years more with Maestro Campogagliani, and then I make my debut. And that night, making my debut, I realized then I will not ever teach at the elementary school, but I will have become a tenor. Because the performance was very good, very welcome, and at the very end of the opera, I feel fresh like at the beginning. So I know that I was singing in a good track.
Definitely.
Luciano Pavarotti, we're going to go years earlier to your childhood. At the age of 12, you entered in a coma, and the doctor was unable to diagnose your mysterious illness. You were incapable of moving, of speaking, of making any sign, even of opening your eyes, but not of listening. And when the priest was preparing you to go to paradise, you didn't like the idea at all. This reaction of absolute indignation gave you back your energy later on and made you think. You never forgot that thing, and you also consider that your illness made you mature. What did you understand accordingly, and where did your thinking take you?
Well, you see, after the last war, we did have a lot of things in which we trust. We trust, first of all, freedom, first of all, sun, moon, weather, love, family, state, religion. And that was a very special moment of my life. Until the 47, when I have this kind of illness. This kind of illness put me in coma for 15 days. And in these 15 days, they give me the Extrema Unzione 3 times. There is a moment in the afternoon where you hear what the people say around in the room. And they always say, he's not reaching tomorrow morning. And I was I think I was making...
And you would do like this, you would do this, no, please, please no.
But you were incapable of doing so.
The world was needing you later on.
I don't think so. No, I wasn't able to move, unable to hear anything. But for a kid who is coming out from the war, and he's coming out from this kind of experience, like seeing in the face dead, there is in the soul of this person, in the stamina of this person, just a big desire to live. a big desire to run, or a big desire to conquer, you really are salivating. You're really like a wild animal, and that is what I was and what I hope I am still when I have to approach my singing, my studying. Yeah.
You've mentioned something which is really very important, that you are a child of war yourself. Besides the coma that you went in for 15 days, you've lived a war, which is really traumatizing to anybody.
Yeah.
And to all of the children who have lived it all over the world. That's why probably later on you have moved and you have had a target in your life to work for the children. It's been so long that you've been working for children, and also the Pavarotti Music Center, which was built by charity to help traumatized children with music therapy,
yes.
Which is really beautiful because you can heal people with your music who are really people who are not suffering from anything. So how come for the traumatized children?
I think they are already good in staying together. Mm-hmm. When we were there to make the inauguration, we saw that I did not see one unhappy face there, and they were of both sides. Mm-hmm. Because music and singing is the expression of happiness of the man. It's a very positive thing. When you are very happy, what you do? Or you whistle or you sing.
Kein Vertrag, sei